Welcome to Hexion, located in the heart of Texas, just outside of Brady, Texas. This video will run for approximately 12 minutes, and we hope that you find it both informative and time well spent. The purpose of this video is to inform you of some of the potential hazards you may encounter while in our facility. Truck driver safety. These are the safety requirements for truck drivers while on Hexion property. A written test will follow this orientation. These requirements apply to drivers hauling raw substrate, finished products, and liquid resin. Your safety is important to Hexion management, to Hexion employees, to the Brady community, and most certainly to your family. Standard operating procedure. Only Hexion employees will operate Hexion equipment. Drivers are to operate their equipment only at the direction of Hexion personnel. For example, when to move or relocate, where and what path to take to load, when to open valves, dump gates, etc. Required protective equipment would include a hard hat, approved safety glasses Z87 rated with side shields, ANSI approved safety toed boots, otherwise known as steel toes, long pants, shirts with sleeves. Tank tops are not allowed. Sleeveless shirts are not allowed. Drivers not wearing this equipment will not be loaded per documentation sent to your company. Here's a brief visual, and this gentleman has on all the right equipment. Safety glasses, Z87 approved and stamped, are not regular sunglasses or normal prescription glasses. Side shields may not be soft flexible plastic. Wraparound styles are acceptable. Just an example, your prescription eyeglasses must have Z87 stamped on the temple for them to be approved safety glasses. If your glasses do not have this marking, cover glasses or goggles must be worn. The previous listed personal protective equipment is required anytime you are outside the cab of your vehicle, including walking to the shipping office, being at the smoking area, going inside to use the restroom. Orientation requirements. Drivers entering the Brady plant to deliver raw substrate, resin, and loading product will be required to successfully complete this orientation on an annual basis. Emergencies. In the event of fire alarm or other alarm, shut off your engine. Exit your truck. Proceed to the assembly area. Report your presence to the nearest Hexion employee. Do not return to your vehicle until instructed by Hexion supervision. Here's an example of our local fire alarm. Emergencies. If you smell a strong odor, if you see visible smoke or fumes, if you detect an unusual condition, shut off your engine, exit your truck, report your situation to the nearest Hexion employee, proceed to the assembly area by walking upwind or crosswind. Do not return to your truck until instructed by Hexion supervision. Here's where our plant assembly area is located. It is located just west of the main blue office building. This is the view you would see while you're entering the plant. And yes, that is the location of our emergency assembly area, also known as an emergency meeting area or muster point. Hazard communication. The Brady plant produces resin-coated proppants, both sand and ceramic, for the oil and gas production industry. Some potential chemical hazards are phenol and formaldehyde vapors. This possibly could impact your work during a liquid resin spill or if the regenerative thermal oxidizer goes offline. Phenol and formaldehyde vapors are extremely irritating to the eyes and also irritating to the nose, throat, and lungs. Please use your senses. Do not remain in an area where you are experiencing these symptoms. Evacuate and report to the nearest Hexion employee. The RTO combusts or burns waste process vapors. If it shuts down in emergency mode, vapors may be exhausted to atmosphere. Do not remain in this area if any alarms are present or if you see a vapor cloud. We'll demonstrate on a plot plan the location of our resin tanks and regenerative thermal oxidizer. Here's a photograph of the RTO unit. It's easily identified by its tall, silver-colored stack. Our resin tanks are located just northwest of the RTO. Medical emergencies. Report your situation to the nearest Hexion employee. Stand by for assistance as appropriate. A first aid kit is located in the quality lab adjacent to the break room. Let's show you the location of the quality lab entrance. The lab is also used for shelter in place during severe storms. Speed limit. The speed limit within the plant is 5 miles an hour. When entering the facility, please follow the loop road as designated by the signs. The loop road is a one-way for entry into the plant only. The only potential exception for plant entry by use of the loop road would be raw sand deliveries. This exception is allowed only with the permission of the shipper prior to entering the plant. Please take the loop road to the right. Stop at the sign that states, "Stop here. Driver report to the shipping office." Let's look at that for a moment real time. When walking to the office, be sure you're wearing all the required personal protective equipment and proceed to the office with your load information. Present your load information to the shipper and sign in. Please follow the shipper's instructions as to where to proceed for loading or unloading. When loading from the south or west loadout areas, remain with your truck or in the designated smoking area. No smoking except in the designated area underneath the finished sand tanks. This does include no smoking in or around your truck while it is being loaded or around the shipping office. Just an example of the designated smoking area. Rail car loading. When loading from the north rail loading area, remain in your truck unless otherwise directed by the shipper. Driving to the rail loading. Please travel between the containment shelter, the east dock, and the waste sand bunkers. This will require you to take an unpaved roadway. Be aware of pedestrian and forklift traffic. They do have the right-of-way. Due to normal plant activities, expect additional traffic in this area and please proceed with caution. Let's look at the visual. As you proceed past the waste sand bunkers on your left, please be aware that forklifts may be entering that area. Continue on the unpaved roadway until you reach the pavement again. You will travel on the pavement briefly, and then look to your right for the signs for the entrance to the rail loading area. There we go. Enter here. One reminder, no climbing on vehicles. Drivers are not allowed on top of their trucks and or trailers while on Hexion property. Please stay off that truck. Our shippers using fall protection will perform these tasks. Just an example of a fall protection harness and a retractable lifeline. Shipping office etiquette. When reporting to the shipping office, you are required to sign in and give your customer order information to the shipper and then leave. Only one person at a time in the shipping office. Please do not remain in the office waiting for your truck to be loaded. The shipper will contact you for your paperwork and or sample and your sign out. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Your cooperation is necessary for making your visit to our facility a safe experience. Thank you, and have a safe day. As you leave the plant, please honor the stop signs. We do appreciate your efforts. We appreciate your services. We hope to see you back here again, safe and sound. So be careful out there. Thank you for your time and attention.